Alright. So, last left off, I had gotten out of London, and I am now in Japan. I found this this amazing hat, this truly stunning hat that seems to be expelling steam. I skipped over playing the tutorial. Whoop. Alright. So I skipped over playing the tutorial after, sitting through the cutscene on the ship, under the assumption that I had just gotten out of an hour-long tutorial. However, it seems that most of the combat mechanics were locked away from me during the Escape from London sequence. So, I didn't go back and replay that tutorial. I couldn't find an option to do so. So I'll be figuring it out as I go along, I suppose. I did find out the key for it, at least. So I seem to have a low stance, a mid stance, a high stance, and whatever this is. Ah. The one on the left seems to sheathe and unsheath my weapon. Okay. So, a bloody grave. I have the option to fight the Revenant. Would this be a player who died here? Or an NPC? I'm not sure. I do want to fight it, though. Because why not? Alright. Well, that really was not an issue at all. So that's actually the first time I tried out my giant Odachi. Let's go back to a mid stance here. Okay. I'm sure I'll figure out the stances as I go along. So let's stay in mid for now. Bandits, eh? So again, seems they looted this. So again, it seems I'm fighting mostly just dudes. That looks like something. Can I do anything with you? Oop. Oh, sorry, dude. Do you do anything? Ooh. Guide him to the shrine, eh? Oh, he goes there automatically. Okay, so what does having him at the shrine do for me? Yeah, he's chilling there, alright. The ability to receive Kodama Blessing has been unlocked. What does that do? Looks like this is the only one available to me right now. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the power of these power-ups increases as I find more of those. And I can only have one at a time, perhaps. Makes sense. Okay, I've been collecting some Amrita, so I'm gonna use it to level up. strength does seem to scale up my Odachi's attack. So let's see. So this is going to affect my max HP and some of my resistance. That's my stamina. Counterintuitively, stamina looks like it's going to increase my equipment load. Skill would be more the dual swords and type stuff. Dexterity. The capacity of my ninjutsu. Well, I don't really know what that is yet. Magic and spirit look like, well, magic and spirit respectively. I'm going to focus on my Odachi for now. Maybe magic is really good in this game, and I'll play around with it. At the moment, the Odachi seems to be working out just fine. Enemies do explode into a satisfying puddle of loot in this game. So I got a tutorial on changing stances. Whoa! Got a tutorial on changing stances. Well, again, I don't quite know what the difference between them is, but I'll figure it out. I seem to have picked up a spear. That is my secondary weapon, so let me just go ahead and equip that. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time staring at menus. I got some armor. It'll have to do. Okay, and here's another Revenant to fight. I'm gonna go into high stance. Ooh! Oh! Extremely aggressive! Far more aggressive than I thought they would be. Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure how I pulled that off. It seemed to have sent him flying. Okay. So one thing I'm noticing with high stance, my attacks are coming out far slower. Yeah. So, interesting. So let me just try something real quick. I'm gonna go into high stance here. Yeah, even my light attacks have a very big wind up to them. And my heavy attacks are just massive. So what about low stance? Seem to have far more, So low stance seems to have a very wide impact range. Suppose that's for crowd clearing, whereas mid stance Mid stance seems to be the balanced stance. Well, that Revenant is dead. My own body blocked my vision of this enemy. I seem a little light on healing supplies, in contrast to when I was in London. In London, I was bathing in healing. Maybe I have a bunch and I just don't have it equipped. Nope. Okay, I will have to collect more healing. One thing the Odachi seems to have going for it is it does have very good range. There's an item over there, but there's no jumping in Nioh. Must be some way to drop down on it from above. Oh. So I can press RB. Oh, let me try it. Ah! Oh, I should have pressed Y to finish him instantly. I was too busy playing with my key pulse. So, I can swing. Ah! And then that restores some of my stamina that I spent from the attack. Okay. Plenty of stones. Still only seem to be sitting on one elixir at the moment, though. Can I drop? There it is. Fire amulet. Well, what is that? Ah. Fire pine resin. Sure. Turpentine. Depending on which game you're playing. Alright. Oh, there's an archer up there. I'm gonna be at a disadvantage if I engage from that level, as I do not have a ranged weapon just yet. I just took his, though, I think. Oh, he had a fighting chance, but did not seem to work out for him. Special effects, unlimited ammo, plus 1.9%. That's interesting. Does that mean there's a... Uh-oh. So, let's try out the new bow. Can I aim with the mouse? I can. Oh dear. That did far more damage than I was perhaps expecting it to. That did not seem to do any damage, except it seemed to knock his helmet off, didn't it? Like he was wearing a helmet, and now he's not. Okay. Gonna have to get used to using the key pulse mechanic. Seem to be picking up some good stuff here. And here's a Revenant. Alright. Picking up a lot of new equipment to look through real quick. Got something on my arms, at least. The scout armor, they seem to have higher defensive multiplier with less weight. The best of both worlds. Alright. Well, there's been a lot of forks in the road. But I shall just follow the valve that is affixed to my forehead. That looks suspiciously one way. I am hearing a very strange sound. I wonder what's causing that. I guess it would be these guys. My plunging attack was less than successful there. Brawler's armor. Oh, another Kodama. Get on over to the shrine, little buddy. So, let's fight this Revenant. Okay. gotten a purple piece of equipment. I can only imagine that that is quite good. Purple is usually a good color. Yeah, yeah. I absolutely want that mustache on my helmet. Wow, that's a lot of defense. You're looking right and proper with the local garb. Except, you know, we're from London. Well, maybe if I concentrate hard enough, I'll be able to watch my anime without the subtitles. Seeing a lot of different ways to go. And I'm incredibly low on healing. Oh, it's just funneled back to where I was. It's rather hard to make out what's going on with that mini-map, huh? Well, I didn't take as much fall damage there as I thought I might. Kayaku Dama. What is that? Oh, it's the grenade. Oh, I seem to have a charm here that I neglected to equip. So, stick that on. Alright. Oh. That ladder was raised up, but I have kicked it down. Ah, a sad story of the memory of 2 people who died. Am I back at the shore? I am back at the shore. But that was a shortcut unlocked, so I can pray and get my good health back. So, this increases my elixir drop rate. This seems like a good blessing to have. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll keep it like that, I think. Let's go ahead and clear out my inventory right away. It's not worth all that much Amrita, is it? No, not at all. Not at all. Seem to be taking a lot of damage here, huh? Let me up my body to give myself some extra life. And a bit more strength. More strength. There we go. Alright. Did that say I was offline? Hold on. We gotta play online. I absolutely want to be invaded. So, did I get 3 elixir from resting at the shrine? Is that how that works? Starts me off with 3? That'd be convenient. I guess I've not looked at my skills in a sec. So this is a powerful attack that comes out from when my sword is sheathed. Let's go ahead and use that. And this one is going to raise my damage when I do that key pulse thing. Seems good. And this is going to let me do it even while I'm dodging, which also seems good. Okay. So let's try it. Alright, so there's quickly becoming a lot to deal with here. I have to do my key pulse, I have to worry about my stance switching. That looked less than good. I probably should have been in low stance for that one, huh? Seems I've been poisoned, so it really might be prudent to add the antidote I have to my shortcut bar. Well, if that ladder was only a shortcut, where do you suppose I'm supposed to go? Miss this. I didn't really explore it this way too much. Oh, it's another shrine. I'm gonna assume that this means this was the way I was supposed to go. At least for progression's sake. Yeah, I should have expected that one.
ここからならくそ小屋にある弓を使えば
If only I had a bow. I have a bow, but I'm distracted by shiny objects. Like this young samurai's hair. You know, hair. You gotta have that. What is that? Oh, use it to obtain 2 samurai skill points. Well, that seems good. Let's just use that right away. Let's try this. Seems like it could be fun. Let's try it out. I was ready for you this time. Okay, so let's whip out our bow. And see if we can't Call of Duty this guy. Not sure it's entirely necessary. The Odachi has been doing just fine so far. The bow certainly seems quite strong. Oh no! Oh no! I have been freed from this mortal coil. I suppose that is what I get for turning my back on the enemy. It looked like I dropped a pile of items on the ground. I'm also curious if I can keep my skills. Okay, I do. Okay. So, turning your back on the enemy, not at all recommended. It's just been sitting there this whole time. Here. So what all do I drop? That's my grave. just looks like my Amanita. Amrita, as it were. So let's just pop this guy with a bow. That axe attack was very devastating. Gotta lead him. So the high stance. The high stance really seems to slow down my combos by quite a bit. Getting a lot of items. That's locked. Alright, let's fight this Revenant. The ominous key emanating from yokai. Is that what that is? That looks odd. It looks ominous, one might say. Well, that looks very bad, but there is an item over there. So let's just— whoa! Two hits is all it took. So that's what that thing is. Alright, trudge on back up. Okay, so something I noticed, that's probably what the skill I got does. If I get this key pulse going, yes, I can get it with a dodge now. I don't have to press R1. That's very useful. There's a lot of revenants out here. Okay. So let's get my Amrita back. And heal back up to full. As good as much good as I think that will do. Alright, here we go. Do not get too much leeway. There we go. A new Odachi. So... Ooh. Well, it's got more attack, and it's got increased damage on its consecutive attacks. Seems good. Okay. Do I have a different spear? Yes, I have a better spear, although I have not used it. Have not used the spear since I got out of London, and I got this, which is going to add to my defense versus water and Yokai Realm. Man. Unusual armor. It's pretty unusual. I'm gonna try and stick with that hat, since it has a pretty high defensive multiplier. This, although it is very heavy. Don't want to get too overburdened. It is nice to have good stamina management. So I'm going to try and focus on having lighter armor wherever I can. Wherever makes sense to, I should say. And what do we have here? The key to residence. Maybe that unlocks the one out front. Here's a revenant. Suppose I wasn't expecting, I was not expecting that level of, aggression. It didn't look like my attacks were actually staggering that Revenant. I suppose that has to do with, armor. Uh... Hmm. So I guess that's all the Amrita is gone now. I seem to be having issues. Not sure why I'm having issues. I seem to be falling over very easily. Like, that was 2 hits, I believe? Granted, you know, I am wearing light armor, but that was a pretty unmanageable amount of damage for 2 hits in rapid succession like that. So is my grave still inside? Shouldn't it be here? Where is it? Where's my grave? It seems my grave is no more. Not sure what happened there. Well, that looks like progress. Hold on. At least I got something out of doing that. Alright. Wasn't quite finished looking around in here, because there is stuff over this way. Yeah, a key pulse will dispel the yokai realm. So one thing I noticed while I was fighting that demon is that the areas it went to... Oh, I want this Kodama here. The areas it went to, it seemed to be infecting with that sort of swirly black and white effect, and my stamina was draining rather quickly while I was inside of it. But doing the key pulse seemed to get it to go away, so I suppose that's how you counter that particular mechanic. There's a lot of revenants around. Guess I shouldn't try and fight all of them. I'll never get anything done. So let's see if I can pick a few people off preemptively. There's an item up there, but I don't see anything to climb up. I will have to try and drop down on it. Rokodama. This is looking kind of familiar. Maybe not. No, this is the starting beach, isn't it? Did I just miss that this was a path I could go? This looks very much like the starting beach. And I'll poke around a little bit more just to make sure I'm not going insane. Yep. This is where I started. Interesting. Well, I missed that path earlier, the one that leads up to where the yokai was. Alright, so this would be progression. Don't actually speak a lick of Japanese. There's a Kodama that I'm gonna go grab. I never really was good at Japanese. Whenever it came time to watch anime, I'm one of those people who want dubs. My excuse is not that it is difficult for me to read subtitles while also watching the animation, although that is a factor. No, it's actually that I can't tell if a Japanese voice actor is doing a good job or not, because of my utter unfamiliarity with the language. So what am I looking at for Kodamas here? Well, I've got two of these hunters that are going to increase the drop rate of what I assume would be my crafting materials, but I don't think I've unlocked any kind of crafting system just yet, so I'm going to keep it on the elixir drop rate, which has been doing good for me. Might as well liquidate this Amrita I have. I need to think about how I can toughen myself up, because I am folding rather easily. So that's going to give me 25 more life. That's going to give me 35 more life. This increases attack of my Odachi, though, as well. And gives me more equipment rate. So this is probably a good thing to also focus on leveling up. And since I lost so much Amrita from that other death, Let's clean my inventory out a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can just select them, it looks like. Far more efficient. Oh, I got a gift. Clear most of this stuff out. Oh, that's locking it. Let's keep that purple one. So I might want to swap over to it. In fact, it's probably a good idea if I just put that on right now. A lot of pants. I almost have enough Amrita for another level. Bet I could pop one of those spirit stones. Oh, I got a title. Oh, my reputation has increased. Oh my. I am achieving all sorts of stuff. So let's use one of them. And get another level. I think having a high percentage of equipment weight rate is going to be very good for me, as I seem to really take a whole bunch of damage when I mess up. So let's see how this does for me. Make myself a little bit survivable, maybe. I believe I dodged into the fire there. Well, that's not going to be very conducive to me living. So I'm really on the fence as to what to do for my armor setup here. I mean, I was really struggling to get stamina there during that fight. That's unfortunate. Antidote that away. Okay. Remember to switch to low stance when those things are crawling on the ground like that. Also, I need to just run up and get my grave. I am poisoned, and I do not have any antidote. Very fast attacks coming from that thing. Having issues. So I'm going to try a more blocking-centric approach. Okay. Well, blocking does seem pretty effective. As long as I'm wearing armor, that is. The weight of the armor seems to affect how much stamina I lose when I use the block function. Which is an interesting interaction. It certainly does make the difference between light and heavy armor very profound. Oh! I am just as surprised as you, my friend. Gonna kind of let my items pile up and then check them all out in a bundle later. See if I can hit that head hitbox from behind, but it can usually be surprisingly difficult. Like you'll hit their back or something. I don't think that was the head. Okay, so outside of those big yokai enemies, things here seem mostly manageable. Oh, there's another one. Well, maybe avoid that for now. There are goodies in these breakables. So finally you get rewarded for rolling through physics objects. What fun. Oh. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. Well, go fight this thing, I guess. As quickly as possible. Well, that probably would have helped me out a lot with the first one. Let's see if I can dispel this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to remember that that is an option available to me. And that seemed really powerful. Like I just kind of was able to quick attack him to death. I knew one of you were going to get up. It was the wrong one that I chose. Alright. Alright. I seem to be making progress on clearing this area out. Mostly everything is dead. At least in this burning village part. I'm not sure why the village is burning, if that was done by the bandits or the demons. Are the demons aligned with the bandits? Probably not. I'd say not. But what are the bandits doing here when there's still actively demonic forces in the area? I'm not quite sure what's going on with the story just yet. Except for the scary looking dude who took my sword. My sword spirit. He came over this way and we gotta go bop him. There's another Kodama. There's lots of good stuff over here. Let's try that one again. Kick this ladder down. That should serve as a way to bypass those yokai if I ever need to come back this way. Speaking of yokai, there's one right there. Good make sure I'm all squared away over on this side. I do want to get at that Kodama, which I seem to have missed. How to get over there? A matchlock of a rifle now. It's an interesting decision. I'm gonna put that on. It's got pretty high attack. Okay, so I can whip this out and that's pretty nice, actually. I like that. So I'm getting pretty armed to the teeth here. I have a sword, a spear, a gun, and a bow. It's mostly been the sword, though, and a little bit of bow. A little bit of bow. So where am I going? I need to backtrack if I want to get at that Kodama that's up there. Like, I need to wander back towards the beginning of the level, I think. I do think that that is the elixir drop rate Kodama, so it is very much worth trying to get back up there. Ouch. Fire very much will hurt. Oh, no. I want to say that I was able to get back to that roof somehow. Ah. Yes. Like this. And that would be why I'd missed him. Alright, little guy. Okay. So where to next? Make sure I'm full health. Because there's a yokai over here that I'm going to have to deal with. Without the special living weapon. Alright, here we go. That's highly unfortunate. Or is it? Can he not follow me down here? Let me shoot him. See what this thing's like. Wow, William is very good at reloading that matchlock. Okay. Well, that kind of trivialized the encounter, huh? Ooh, that's an uncommon Udachi. Although I am using a blue one. And blue is rare, which is better. Oh, that guy has a chance to drop some purple equipment. So, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, that purple spear. That seems good. I really have not been using my spear at all. Maybe I ought to try it out. So, swap over. Yeah, because I used the spear for the entirety of the London sequence, basically. Alright. So enemies do get hurt by environmental hazards as well. Ah! I'm being sniped. I see the archer. Let's see if I can return fire real quick. That worked out. Can pick a few of these people off. That seems rather effective. They move kind of slow and in straight, predictable lines. So I was kind of able to just keep the headshots rolling. Well, if you remember in Dark Souls, the bows were more tools, really, than weapons that you would specialize in and fight with. They really didn't do all that much damage. They were more a way of finagling enemies into one-on-one engagements. Even a coward like me stands half a chance here. Well, maybe not. To look for the signs of the roofs that are about to cave in. Seeming to fall into a lot of those. I don't know if it's the fire or if these just weren't built to code. I am noticing the spear really is not quite having the same amount of damage as my Odachi here. That's most of this lower section cleared out, mostly. Still could be some Kodama or other lingering items. Were you talking to somebody in the well? Can I knock this stone down? No. Yes. We got some water. I was kind of thinking there'd be maybe a little bit more in there. As it is not maybe immediately up. Hello. Don't quite want to go out on that beach just yet. I want to make sure that I've covered every square inch. Because, you know, exploring is good. Seeing the effort that the level designers have put into their creation. Like this summoner's candle, which I now have one of. It's purple. What is that? It seems important. Summons guardian spirits. This rare item is... what does it do? I don't know what it does. But I have one, and that's what's important. Okay. Ah. See? There's a Kodama, right here. And I would have missed it coming from this angle. Okay, let's progress out onto the beach. This is quite a scene to walk out on. It certainly doesn't look like William's ship. Maybe I better not waste my arrows. Yeah, my Odachi is doing a lot more damage than the spear. A lot of dead villagers here. Only thanks to this ship. Let's go ahead and grab this Kodama. And avoid walking off, I'm guessing that's a death precipice. If I step off of this edge here, I'm just going to drown. I cannot swim even for a second. So, I wonder what's over here. Which way is progression and which way is loot? Looks like this way is loot, although I in no way trust this small little secluded cave. Ooh, a Harakiri sword. I don't know if that's good. I don't even know if that's a Odachi. It'll probably tell me when I hover over it. Is that not actually a weapon I can use? Is that something else? So what is it? I got a Harakiri sword, okay. Short sword was used in ritual suicide of a famous general, Harakiri. Yes. Ritual suicide by disembowelment. Use this item to commit Harakiri. I got a suicide button. So I guess much like the dark side. Well, and I'm gonna lose all my Amrita, but I'm gonna go back to the shrine. But I will also retain my armor, or my honor. That was in the tooltip. Yes. My honor will be preserved. So is that how this guy died? No, he got cut down by Yoki. Right. So I can literally commit seppuku whenever I want now. I was trying to press R1 to attack there for a moment. But that's not the right button. What kind of damage does my flint matchlock do? I wonder. Plenty. I guess a headshot with a matchlock is gonna do quite a number on people. Oh, there's a Yoki in there. The door must be open from the other side. Does that mean I gotta drop down in from above? That's probably what that means. This is a shortcut back to the shrine here. That's good. That's very good. Okay, so let's grab this Kodama. Okay. And, I suppose it is worth taking this challenge on, but with my spirit weapon. That makes it easier. Got a demon's horn. I don't know what the demon's horn does.
These barbarians.
Oh.
They're turning into monsters.
That guy spoke English. Is he a merchant? Hmm. Oh, you got plate mail armor. Alright. Is that everything in here? Let me make sure. Open this up. So I got a demon's horn. I don't know what that is. Forging material, okay, crafting material. Yes, I'm starting to pick some of those up. I have a bunch of stuff. What's that plate mail armor looking like? That is a hefty increase in defense. My equipment weight is getting quite up there, though. Might consider scaling back. Maybe putting on this. Oh, that looks alright. I kind of like the look of that. Okay. So that leads back up to the shrine. I've not been on the burning ship yet. I imagine that is progress. I got a couple other things to check out, like this corpse. Imagine it might be a good idea for me to liquidate my Amrita. He brought the rogues right to us. So what happened here? So I wasn't able to access this area before because of that roaring fire over there dropping off. Oh. Well, that's helpful. It's gonna link up these two areas here. All sorts of shortcuts are now available to me. So yeah, this is the lower part of the village. Which I think I've cleared out completely. Nope. I have not. I left this Kai water pot. Okay, now I think I've cleared out this village. So these link up now. Let me go ahead and just liquidate some of this Emerita. So I'm gonna need more stamina. It seems like a very important stat, as it increases my life and my equipment weight rate, as well as it seems to help with my Odachi damage. Okay. So I seem to be sitting on a bunch of skills at the moment. So this is going to be an extra attack on the end of my combo that's going to throw an enemy off balance. It seems good. Really haven't been using my shockwave or retrograde flow attacks very much. Just seems to be better to use this standard combos. So what's this? Allows you to follow up with a quick attack from mid or low stance with a strong attack from a high stance. Ah, so this is where the stance switching is going to start coming into play. Huh. There are a lot of options here. This seems like it's gonna be the most damaging little stance switch combo, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And this is... okay. I wonder if I could make a nice chain motion here. So a quick attack from mid or low, go into high and do a strong attack. And after a strong attack from high stance... no, I don't think there's anything that's going to let me follow up. Oh, this will. Okay. Oh. So I can overwrite other skills? Seems strange. Okay, so let's try it out. Follow up with a quick attack from mid-stance. Go high, do a strong attack. And then go to low stance and do a quick attack. So in mid-stance... Oh, it automatically switches the stance for me, so I can be like... Yeah! Okay, I'm picking up what it's putting down, so I can be like... And then key pulse to get it back, okay. And then I'm in high stance. So then... Okay. I'm starting to see how this can flow. So 1, 2, 3, high, key pulse. 1, 2, 3, boom, key pulse. I'm messing up the follow-up there. I think waiting for the key pulse is going to throw off that little mix-up at the end. But, oh, I should also should make sure my blessing is... How is my blessing doing? How are my Kodamas doing? I've got 2 of the healers now, so I've got quite a bit of an elixir drop rate. Haven't found any of the swordsmen yet. Okay. So, I'm gonna go try out my combos. Do the yokai stay dead after I pray? Yeah, they do. That's good. Okay. 2. Oh, he died before I could do the full combo. 1, 2, 3. Bam! That is a lot of damage. My last attack did not seem to connect. Okay, moving up here.
It was supposed to be an easy job for easy money.
Didn't quite turn out that way. Okay. You do not get any kind of protection if you are laying on the ground. Did not seem to do much to stop him from following up and deleting me from existence, removing me from this mortal coil, as it were. Okay, let's try it again. I'm not managing to get my dodges off. Not doing the best at dodging. Didn't think my block would actually do anything. Okay, it does work. It's really ineffective. 'Cause it just chews through my stamina. Ugh. Very dangerous to stay up there and try and get a full combo off. I'm not quite sure if the chain can hit, or if it's just the ball part. Well, now he's going to start throwing them at me. Try this again. So my issue is, I'm getting hit by his attacks. I need to avoid that happening. It'd be very difficult to know what he's about to do. The metal balls are proving difficult to dodge. Yeah. It's that particular attack right there that has all sorts of hitboxes attached to it. It's very unsafe. There's finding an opening is extremely difficult, actually. It's very hard to find an opening. Like, that attack is easy enough, and that one too, but he rarely does those. It's always that particular spin around attack. It is devastating. Okay, so now he's going to start throwing them. And the issue when he starts throwing them is, use my living weapon here. There we go. Exploded in loot. The living weapon is it's very powerful. That kind of let me just skip the second phase of the fight. Well, seems to be it for this part. We shall go forward. This will end the mission. I guess we're doing mission-based levels as opposed to a giant open world.
Who are you?
A foreigner? Your skill against Oni is impressive.
As is your skill with English.
My name is Hanzo Hattori. And you are?
Call me William. I'm here in pursuit of someone.
An enemy, perhaps? Hunting a person down in a strange land will not be easy. If you lend me your strength in fighting Oni, I will help you in return. Well then. Dawn is breaking. Come.
I wish I could walk around with a cat in my jacket pocket.
天下人であった太閤秀吉様が亡くなり、この国では今、二人の侍が歯を競っておる。一人は秀吉様を継いだ石田三成殿、もう一人は我が主君、徳川家康様。わしは家康様から西国大名たちの調略を任され、この九州へ参ったのだ。ウィリアム、近頃巷には地味猛量が出没し、大名たちは手を焼いておる。 鬼を切るその腕を売り込めば調略の好機となろう。案ずるな。あやかし騒ぎを追えばお主の仇も現れよう。まずは家康様に近しい隣国豊前の官兵衛殿のもとに参ろう。
Oh. Okay. Hattori Hanzo has given us a quest reward. Required a... got some stuff. Huh. Getting a bunch of stuff. Okay, so it looks like there's an actual Super Mario World style mission select here. A mission select, yeah. We've got submissions. This is not a main mission, it's a submission. It's got a mission level. Level 10. I don't know what level I am, it's probably around 10. That's the next main mission. Starting point. I can get to my storehouse. I have not unlocked the hidden tea house, oh no! Online modes. Here's my training ground. Blacksmith. Whoa! Okay. Sell, buy. What are you selling? What are you buying? I don't know if that's any better than the Odachi I'm wearing right now. Oh, I can compare them. Okay. It seems like the one I have on right now is better. You reassign your Emery to skill points. Whoever using it will reset your level and skills. What, does it just level you back down? Does it refund your skills in Emerita? Interesting. Special finds. A fan. It's an accessory. It gives me Kodama sense. Oh, that'll help me find the Kodama, I suppose. It's an Uchikatana. Highest quality ingot. Well, nothing quite much for buying. Soul match. Increase the level of equipment. Oh, there's a lot to do. Okay, so let's look at my Odachis. So this is my highest level one. I combine one Odachi to another. I don't quite get how this works. Looks like it's just going to come out to being the same thing. Yeah, it's going to do nothing. That's going to increase the level of it. I can only use weapons, huh? Not any of the stuff I've been seeing laying around. Well, maybe I don't want to forge away my level 10 spear just yet. That is supposed to be my secondary weapon. So let's try and level up my Odachi tonight. go. Can I get it any higher? No, level 9 looks like it was... aside from my level 10 spear there. Okay. Can we do that with weapons, maybe? I can do it with armor, too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Refashion! There is a transmog system. I have heard about this. Problem is, I haven't really really been that attached to anything I've been picking up looks-wise. Hair. I've not unlocked a hairstylist. Tome here cannot style my hair. She only works with metal. So I can reforge my equipment. So what's going on here? Woo. Okay. So this is re-rolling a property like from Diablo. This is probably going to re-roll into a random property. It did. Okay. Forge. I didn't actually... You handed over smithing text. Okay, so I can forge this stuff. Higher tier smithing materials, I see. I can make more Odachi with a 2/3 chance of it being common and an increasingly lower chance of it being higher tier. Okay. So this looks like, so I can just disassemble stuff, right? So this looks like it's going to be a much better use for all these dozens upon dozens of extra. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's just go and select just about everything, honestly. I want to disassemble my Mariner shirt, obviously. Oh dear. We are staring into the face of MMORPG levels of inventory finagling. Well, maybe I got enough materials to make an Odachi and see how this whole process goes. I can add other ingots. I can add higher quality ingots, it looks like, to get a higher chance. Huh. Quality ingot, highest quality. Okay, so I could add a higher quality ingot and get a higher chance of a higher rarity Odachi. Ah. Seems like it's automatically loaded up on the highest quality stuff that I have. Except the Odachi I have right now is really high level, right? So, it's level 10, and this is going to come out from level 1 to 8, so it would also need to be upgraded. I don't quite see a need to make one just yet. Yeah, see you soon. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other quite a lot. So, Tori Gate. Oh yeah, that's the online mode, dojo, blacksmith. Sure. Liquidate some Amrita. So it's going to give me more life. Which is sorely needed. That's more damage with my Odachi. I do seem to need some defensive stats right now. Okay. Well, I think with all of that checked out, for now I'm going to stop and pick it up next time. So, until then.